What's going on, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access. And we're going to be watching film of the Kansas City Chiefs. And what can we do to stop this Kansas City Chiefs offense from winning the game for them with Patrick Mahomes? We're going to be talking about it. And this is New York Giants films as well. Let's get into it.
Ball back, wide open, Clayton crosses the 30. And then he gets grabbed around the shoulders, spun around, inside the 10 and finally dropped at the 6-yard line.
Welcome to New York Giants films. So we're gonna be getting into New York Giants films today, and we're gonna be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, man. What can we do to stop the Kansas City Chiefs? We're gonna take a look at their offense, and we're gonna see exactly what we can do against this Kansas City Chiefs offense, and see what can we do against this Kansas City Chiefs offense. So, let's look at what they did against the Eagles. You know, as you can see here on this play, it's in the shotgun. You see the route concepts there. They're trying to get the ball across the middle of the field all the time. And what you see here is a concept. Let's go back through it again. You'll get the route concepts. So basically, what they do here is they get tight ends going across the field here. Get this man go across the field here and get this man maybe on a one-on-one where you can hit the outside. Now that right there, that can hurt this Giants team. Most definitely. That can hurt this Giants team most definitely. Because what we do is we play too soft on coverage, and Kelsey right here gonna be wide open. Patrick Mahomes didn't throw it to him because you want to know why. No lane gap discipline with the Eagles here. No gap discipline. This is how Patrick Mahomes and them can kill us. Look at that. I mean, look at the wide open space here. Easy shot. And that's what Patrick Mahomes can do to kill us. He can do that to us all game long. And if we allow him to do that, then we're going to have a problem. All right, here's Kansas City in the run game. See what they do here. Now, as you see, Kansas City, when they run the ball, duo blocks, duos. So our edge rushers are going to have to fight to keep the edges so there's no cutback lanes, but we're going to have to get our linebackers into these gaps here. Because if they get into these gaps, they can run the ball consistently. Now, Pacheco's pretty good, but I don't know if Kareem Hunt is good enough to where if Kelsey gets his block and seals him out this way, that he could get the ball cut up and then cut it to that gap and make Bobby Okereke or whoever the linebacker is have to choose between this gap or that gap. But we see what they do here. Eagles do pretty good stopping those gaps. Kareem Hunt runs, but he gets about a good 5-yard gain there. We got to stop that, folks. We got to stop that here, man, because if we don't, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be an absolute problem. and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good, man. But let's continue what we see here. They're going to do that a lot to us. They're going to do that a lot to us in this game. All right, as you see here in the shotgun, Eagles send 4. Patrick Mahomes looking. Everything's covered up. Gonna throw it quick. Now, you us here, this amount of space with these Chiefs receivers. No. I want us to play man coverage against these Chiefs receivers because they're going to try to get the ball out extremely quick. That's what they do. They get the ball out extremely quick. As you see, short route slant on the backside. Mahomes already throwing it, throws, but it's incomplete. Good coverage right there by Quinyon Mitchell. All right, on this play here, we got to learn these route concepts for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes looking, there's nothing there. But guess what? He escapes the pocket. Now, you got to play lane discipline with these guys. But I want you to pay attention to the route concept with Kelsey. And I believe that's Juju. Let's see who that is. Yeah, I believe that's Juju. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's Juju. So they're going to try to catch us when they're trying to get the ball a little deep down the field. They got a route concept of Juju going across the middle of the field here and Kelsey going here. They're going to try to catch us with crossing routes from everywhere on the field because we run too much zone. And then if they could get Kelsey on a linebacker or maybe even Tyler Nubin, that's a mismatch on our side. So we're going to have to watch that tremendously. We're going to have to watch that tremendously. The Eagles do a good job here. They cover it up, but they don't do a good job of gap control. You can't continue to do this if you're the edge rushers, Brian Burns and Thibodeau. Somebody's going to have to fill these gaps, man. Somebody's going to have to fill these 2 gaps here with Patrick Mahomes, or he's going to continue to get out the pocket and abuse us with his legs. You know, we can't continue to do that, and we're going to have to watch those crossers. Patrick Mahomes, man, he can have a good game against us if we continue to do that. Now, here on the run game, as you can see, the Chiefs going to run the ball here. Looks like they're going to pull here, try to pull here and pull there and crack down here to try to get this ball to the outside. The outside, that's where they're going to run against us as well. You see those 2 guards pull. Eagles do a very good job stopping the puller and getting after Isaac Pacheco. And we're going to have to do that as well. You know, they're gonna be pulling against us. You know, pull, crack down, lead block. We're gonna have to stop that. We are gonna have to stop that. If we can stop that and stop that running game and get them one dimensional against our defense, we got a chance, man. This Chiefs team is not as great as everybody, think they are, man. I think they're on a little bit of a downslide. If we can stop that consistently, we'll be good. As you can see here, 2 receivers down there. Look at the route concepts. They're always going to try to get something quick across the middle. That's what they do. They look for the quick passes. As you can see here, routes here. Boom. And this man against us, they're probably going to send him deep. They're going to test us deep. They're going to test Cordell Flott and Paulson Adebo deep. They're going to test them. And we're going to have to play some good man coverage. The Eagles play man up. Just an inaccurate pass. But Juju Smith Schuster incomplete. We're gonna have to watch that, man. We are gonna have to watch that. If we send blitzes, which I do believe we should send a blitz up the middle of the field to get that ball out quick, you cannot be flat footed like how this guy is right here. He's flat footed. So that's why Juju Smith Schuster is able to break inside and get this easy slant route. But the pressure from the Eagles got into Mahomes' face and caused the inaccurate throw. So they were lucky here. They were lucky here. And 9 times out of 10, Mahomes hits this. But you had to get the ball out quick. Good job by the Eagles, but Juju Smith Schuster was wide open. So we're gonna have to watch when they send people in motion too, because they're gonna want to get people to follow this guy out here and open up some stuff in the run game. They're gonna want to take somebody out the box to open up some stuff against the run game because their run game is not very good. So when you're here, this is like a trap play. It's a trap play. It's a good play. It's a trap play. You know, you pull the guard, have the center block down where he's supposed to be. And this guard here, I don't know what he's doing, but he should have been going up here to get Bron. Zach Bond, I mean. Like, I don't know what he's doing there. And I don't think they'll be making mistakes like this against us. But if he pulls, if this guard pulls and does what he's supposed to do, get to the second level, maybe they get more yardage there. We're going to have to watch out for that, man. Definitely going to have to watch out for that. Here's another run play. Watch out for the jet sweep as well against us because people love to run misdirection against us because they know our edges are not very good at setting the edge. But this season it might be a little bit different. But yeah, you see that right there? Got in quick. Got in extremely quick. And, they're going to try to hit the running back out the backfield. What I think we should do is we should add heavy blitz up the middle against this Chiefs team and, pull some people out as far as like the edge rushers sometimes to get underneath those quick passes. I think Abdul Carter should have a huge game this game. All right, as you see, 4 receivers set here. Patrick Mahomes put Juju Smith in motion. Nobody follows, so that indicates zone. But then Patrick Mahomes, this is what they do when they want to attack deep. This is what they do when they want to attack deep. This guy's going to go in motion. He's going to go in motion and go up the field. Let's see what the other two guys do. Now, I do believe that they're going to make whoever this guy is, probably Hollywood Brown, go around and go all the way deep. He's going to go all the way deep. This guy's going to come in towards the middle. Here, he's going to come here and stop here. And this guy's going to go all the way across the field with these two dudes as outlets for the Chiefs against us. Because we got to prove that we can stop people from throwing the ball deep against us, and stop the pass interference calls, I truly believe they're going to attack us deep in this game, man, because we're known to get pass interference calls. Like route concepts like this here, he's probably going to go up here. He's going to come up, stop short here, put him all the way across the field. Bam. Him going to go out here to the flats. That's what I believe they're going to do against us when they want to attack us deep. you know, and we're gonna have to find a way to stop that, man. We are gonna have to find a way to stop that. The Eagles cover this very well. They cover this very well. They get underneath everything. Maybe Patrick Mahomes can try to throw the ball, deep here and try to get it to right here, but this guy's going to be underneath here. This guy has got this area covered. If he decides to shoot deep, they got this covered here. So the only thing that he had here was his outlet. This is covered here. Eagles did a very good job of that. But what they didn't do a good job of is keeping this man in the pocket. And they let him get out the pocket and run. You cannot allow them to do this, man. You gotta rush with gap discipline. Look at the gap discipline here. There's no gap discipline. We cannot allow Patrick Mahomes to do this to us, man. I think that's the only way they really beat us. I think that's the only way they really beat us, man. That right there. All right, another run play. Just stuff, bro. All we gotta do is be disciplined against them in the run, bro. They are not a good running team at all. They're not a good running team at all, bro. This team sucks when it comes to running the ball. We should not give up mad rushing yards against this team, man. We should not. They suck, man. The tackles can't block the run. That the left guard can't block the run. We should feast against their run game, man. The only run game I'm scared of is Patrick Mahomes getting out of the pocket. It's the only thing I'm scared of with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I'm gonna be honest with you. Got this right here. Trips receiver set. Kelsey goes in motion. Look at Kelsey. Kelsey is slow. But you see this here? They could get that all day against us, man. We give up too much stuff over the middle. And Patrick Mahomes against us is going to take that. But he didn't take it and get sacked because that offensive line is garbage. That offensive line is garbage, man. And guess what? The blitz. When you send those blitzes, you see how they sent the blitz and they didn't recognize it? Patrick Mahomes didn't even recognize it. But you got to cover the middle of the field. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what he was thinking. The middle of the field is wide open. He would pay attention to that tremendously. So if we send this blitz here, this guy's going right here to a hot route. Or Kelsey is going to a hot route. Somebody's going to a hot route right there. So if we send a blitz from right there, we better make damn sure that somebody's there to cover that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what Patrick Mahomes was looking at, but butt naked, wide open every time. So if we're sending this blitz here, whoever this may be, Dane Belton, Drew Phillips, whoever it is, this guy's going to have to shoot down and prepare to be man to man quickly to stop them from getting major yardage over the middle of the field. We're going to have to stop that. He's not going to miss that against us because that's easy. That's easy. Boom, right there. That's easy. That's a hot route. We're going to have to watch that against the Chiefs coming up this game, man. Those hot routes across the middle of the field. If we do decide to blitz a little bit more in this game, which I do think we should. So people like Tyler Nubin, and Javon Holland are going to have to come down immediately, you know. And so if you do that, you're going to have to play man on man with Kelsey, with whoever's going to be guarding Kelsey. This man, instead of being right here or what a 15, he's going to have to shoot down to about, I would say, the 18. He's going to shoot down to the 18 so he can make that tackle immediately. So when he gets about right here, he's gonna throw that ball and you can be able to make the tackle immediately. And then once he sees that, whoever this outside corner is, be prepared to guard a fly. Be prepared to guard a fly route. Or because since he's Kelsey's always probably gonna go like here. He's gonna go to the outside and maybe fake back to the inside. And if we don't get here, it's gonna be a problem if he gets past this guy here. Kelsey's gonna do like a little route like this, and he always likes to do a little twitch and turn it back to the inside. So his route will look something like that. He's gonna go here, and this is gonna be a fly route. I know. And this is gonna be one-on-one. And then you better watch the wheel route with this running back. If this receiver goes in for a post or goes in for he will have to do a deep post or deep dig route because you don't want him interfering going short and they combine themselves right there. So you're gonna have to watch for the wheel route. Oh man, let me get that. You're gonna have to watch for the wheel route from the running back. You're gonna have to watch Juju Smith-Schuster go right here in the middle. Kelsey's going to do a route to the outside. If he doesn't feel like he has it to the outside, he's probably going to cut it back to the inside. And you're going to get a one-on-one fly route here. So if we do blitz and we don't make it, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We're going to be in a lot of trouble because this safety is going to have to come up here. This safety, whether he stays here with the post or he goes out there with the wheel route, he's going to have his choice of deciding which route that he's going to have to take. Kelsey's going to get a one-on-one against probably one of our linebackers, maybe. Hopefully it's not a linebacker. Hopefully it's somebody like Drew Phillips. He's going to cut inside, cut back in. He can win that route. And then pause to the Debo. You're going to have to cover Hollywood Brown on the fly route right there. I promise you that's what they're going to change it. They're going to change that. They're not going to miss an easy play like that against us. So this safety here, he has to stay to this side of the field. If he feels this receiver's beating him on the post, he's going to have to run to the post. And then you're going to have a one-on-one with a linebacker and a running back on a wheel route. Don't get caught on that wheel route. Don't get caught in this formation here, blitzing, and we don't make it. It's going to be a big play. It's going to be a big play somewhere unless we got some very good coverage, and we have shown that we're not very good at covering. So we can move on just to show you a little something that can happen in a formation like this. You see what I'm saying? You see how Kelsey cut back to the inside? He run the post. You see he ran the post. So this safety is going to have to decide to go there. You're going to get a one-on-one out there with a wheel route. And Hollywood Brown, I think they sent him on a fly route against us. You see what I'm saying? But the blitz made it. So he didn't have enough time. You see that wheel route get off? See what I'm saying? All right. There's another formation. I think that's Hollywood Brown in motion. Yeah. Quick routes like this. You're gonna give up some like that. You'll give up some like that. Don't give up too many, but you'll give up one or two like that. Against the Chiefs. They're gonna do that to us. This run game, you cannot allow them to do this to us. You cannot allow big holes like this in the run game. You know what I'm saying? Zach Bond, you're supposed to attack right there. 30 and 53 supposed to attack right there while number 3 cleans it up from the backside. But they didn't do that. They both got hit. And I think Creed Humphrey and the other guy, got to him. But their run game is trash. Absolute trash. I have no fear of that run game. All right, here we go on another pass here. You see their route concepts over the middle of the field all the time. Over the middle of the field all the time, man. These dudes love attacking the middle of the field. They love attacking in the middle of the field, man. You're going to get a lot of concepts where This guy's gonna be coming over here, and this guy's gonna be doing this. You know, you're gonna have to watch that with these dudes, bro. If you don't get no pressure, they can hit those. If you don't get no pressure, they can hit those. We're gonna continuously see routes like this, man. We're gonna continuously see routes like that. With a tight end, Travis Kelsey, maybe working inside out. He's gonna be attacking this area here to pick up some cheap yards. Watch. They're gonna continue to do that against us. I know they are. You got the deep comeback here. Like I said, two outlets. You know, and the Eagles did that very well, covered it well. Got a tip ball incomplete. All right, you see where Kelsey is going to the outside. Always doing those loop routes to the outside. So you're gonna have to watch that, man. This dude Kelsey, when they put him in motion, it's either gonna be this, or straight like this in the middle of the field. Or if they want to work deep, they'll do this, and he's gonna go in the middle and go right back outside. I promise you. Watch. Just watch. That's what they're gonna do. He's either gonna go straight here, go there, and then cut back inside, or he's gonna go right here and sit down, or he's gonna go in, fake like he's gonna do a dig, and come right back outside. They're gonna try to abuse us with him if he's part of the huge part of the game plan. That's what they're gonna do with Kelsey. You have to watch Kelsey, and you have to watch those check downs. But that's what you're gonna have to watch with Kelsey, man. I'm telling you. Here we go. Mm-hmm. All the time. They do the same thing with these tight ends, bro. Mirror it. Look. Look what this tight end did. Every time. Stop. Show your numbers. Curl right back in there to his vision. They're gonna do it every time. We're gonna have to be disciplined. See what I'm saying? And look, they always got somebody doing one of those dig routes, going across the middle of the field, doing one of these dig routes. Tight end shows his numbers fakes, go here. Or he's gonna show his numbers fake, go to the outside. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do things like that to get the ball out of Mahomes' hands quick because their tackles are trash, bro. Their tackles are absolute trash. I'm telling you, that's all they do with Kelsey, bro. Shit, whack, bro. All the time. Show your numbers and backyard football, basically. That's it, man. You gonna have to worry. You gonna have to worry about that, man. You can't allow these dudes to play backyard football. Look at that. He ain't running no route, man. Show your numbers, boom. Oh, it's not there. Cut to the outside. You know what I'm saying? Play backyard football. What you gonna have to worry about? It's effective though. It's effective. That's where Kelsey's gonna get a lot of his plays, man. Yeah, they go with that run game. Cannot allow them to get pushed with those guards. It's the only way they're gonna get run game, pulling and getting pushed with the guards. All right, there goes the tight end in motion. Quick pass. That's what they do. Watch those tight ends with quick passes. I'm telling you. They try to get cheap yards. Here we go. He's looking to Juju. Don't see Juju. Stepping up in the pocket. Ain't there. Gets sacked. Now, look, this is a pick route. We're gonna have to watch for these too, bro. And they don't call anything for us. So I think they call offensive pass interference because he went in and picked this dude up, and he went in and go pick route, go there, clear this out, one-on-one coverage. If you have it, throw it to him. But they're gonna do this a lot to us too. Just run straight into him, pick route. You off coverage. Juju Smith Schuster comes over the middle wide open. But their defense, their offensive line is whack, and they got to the quarterback. All right. Running back in motion. This is what you cannot allow. You cannot allow this dude to do this, man. Cannot allow this dude, man. Look at this dude here. Is that Jalen Carter? My God. What are you doing? Literally gave them the first down, bro. What are you doing? We can't have that, man. I ain't worried about that with Dex, though. Here we go. 5 receiver set. I'm telling you, bro. Same thing with Kelsey. Eagles knew. But guess what? You let him get out the pocket, he gets a touchdown. You cannot allow this dude. That's the only thing that was working. Look at Kelsey. First of all, he pushes off like a motherfucker. Turns around, DB right there waiting on him. That dude falls down. No lane discipline, no lane discipline, and he gets the touchdown. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. So that's the film review I see with you know the Chiefs, man. We can beat this team, man. This team is not very good, bro. Watch Patrick Mahomes getting out the pocket. Watch those little backyard plays with the tight end. He's gonna come off the head, come off the line, run slow, turn around, show his numbers, and move to whatever side Patrick Mahomes is gonna go to. Get some quick cheap yards, quick screen here, quick screen to the tight end. And when they try to attack deep, there's gonna be a lot of crossing routes. And you got to watch for that running back out the backfield when it comes to those wheel routes. I don't believe they have the talent at the receiver on the edges, on the outside, to do those back shoulder throws and things, to get the ball down the field. So they're going to have to work the middle of the field, get whatever they can in the run game, and let Patrick Mahomes do his thing if you let him get out the pocket. And I think we have the talent enough to stop them on the defensive side of the ball. Now, the offensive side of the ball, maybe I'll do another film review that way and get and let you guys see. But that's what we're gonna have to do against this Kansas City Chiefs offense, man, to stop them and get the ball into our offensive hands, and maybe we can have another offensive explosion. But this has been, New York Giants Full Access, New York Giant Films. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and get a little bit of what I watch going into these games and why I talk the way that I talk. But I'd like to thank you guys. Until the next episode, y'all know what it is, man. Peace.